Hello and welcome everyone, welcome to and welcome back to my channel on Icon S10 Shopping Garage. I'm Mike. Okay, I apologize for one video that I recorded upside down and apparently does not want to upload, and you have to see it half up, right side up and half upside down, so I apologize for that. And there's numerous parts to this one video, unfortunately, so I appreciate your patience and understanding, and I've got them uploaded. I've got one more to upload, and this one, and to upload when I finish it. But I want to bring your attention on my 08 G6 GT, which also pertains to, if I'm not mistaken, 07, 08, and 09. Please thumbs up, like, subscribe if you already have it, and notification bell, and you'll be notified of all my new videos. So, okay, this coolant T-fitting, if I don't drop it, and this bolt, which on YouTube, other videos said it's a bleeder bolt or bleeder screw. Technically, the bolt is not a bleeder bolt or screw. And I can prove that. As you can see, no hole. It's not a T-bolt like for a brake system. There's no hole or holes in this bolt. It's a retaining bolt, period. And what it does, and this is this end of this. I get back far, you can see this. I went to the junkyard and bought this, so if I mess this one up, I wouldn't mess up the one on the car. This goes to the overflow tank. Now, the one video I've already put up, I accidentally said didn't catch it quick enough. Brake fluid. No, it's antifreeze. It's a reservoir, not for the brake fluid. Sorry about that. This bracket attaches to the intake stud and just holds it stationary. This one holds it into this. And it works just like so. Now, let me get to where you see it. Well, there we go. It's a retaining bolt. That's all it is. It's that simple. No matter how far you take this bolt out, all the way out, back it off, there's no fluid, antifreeze, coolant going to come out. Period. I took my bolt all the way out on the one on my car, and not a drop of antifreeze came out. But what they're doing on YouTube on the other videos is they're backing this tube out, and this groove you see, there's a seal there. Once you get past that seal, of course, and if I can get this just right here, once it gets past that, you can have antifreeze, coolant, come out, but then it gets on the pulleys, it gets on the belt, makes a mess, and you got to dry out the belt, it squeals, and eventually messes up the belt. In my opinion, not a good idea nor a place to do this. So I just use the overflow tank. This hooks to this end flux line, and it's a formed hose, and let it bleed out at the overflow tank. That's my procedure of doing it. That's how this works, and there's also a seal here that I haven't taken out yet, so give me a sec. All these are old seals. I bought this, like I said, the local junkyard, $4. Price may vary a bit. And did this to experiment with. Now, the reason I say, and I've already experienced this, whoops, wrong tool. Here's where the tube goes in. Okay, here's the retaining bolt insert. Listen. Okay, and with the seal, I took off the end, fits into the T-fitting, which is right here. It goes on right there. That groove tells me, that keeps it from leaking until you pull this tube out of the T-fitting. That's the only way you can bleed it there. I just don't prefer, I don't recommend bleeding it there. I really don't. There's ones on YouTube that does, but that's them, that's their choice. It's not mine. And as far as I can tell, this is not hard plastic. This is aluminum with the brass crush sleeve, as you can see, each end, and a seal right here, as you can see. I'll replace the seal if I ever have to use this. Hopefully I won't. That's how this functions. So we're going to go out to the car. I'm going to show you the setup in a prior video and show you just a little bit more. So give me just a second. And here we go. As I said, there's the same T-fitting. There's what everyone's calling a bleeder screw. That's not a bleeder screw. That's a retaining bolt. Same thing I just showed you before we left the shop. And it connects to the overflow tank right here. And I'll reiterate this, not brake fluid. It's antifreeze. And that twist tie down there, or a pipe cleaner, that's a spare hose in my parts room in the basement, and found a hose that fits that hole that goes up into the upper part of the tank, and when it drains out or bleeds off, everything down there gets wet. Not good. So I cut the hose to length, tucked it up in that hole, tied it to the brake line, which isn't going to hurt anything, and run it all the way down to here, if you'll be able to see it, I hope. Yeah, that oil pan right there, there's the frame, and trans pan, and as you can see, what looks like a hose, that's coming off the overflow tank. It just goes right on down to the ground, or to a pan, however you want to do it. And just to show you here, just to be doing it, sorry about the hand being away, if you can see it, there it is. There's a trans cooler working great. So there you have it. That's how this works, and I just bleed off at the overflow tank. Now I do want to bring to your attention what you can see of it here. There goes a light squad for someone or someone in it. Hope they'll be all right. These bolts down there, that goes to the bracket to pull the motor or put it in. They designed this to have a crossover coolant pipe. Well, mine sprung a leak, not only the radiator, but here too, and I think it's dripping out of the weep hole. This is going to be another weekend project to do. I've got the gaskets, I got the water pump on order, and then I will begin to do this. I'm going to do away with this bracket. I got the metal in the shop. I'm going to make a set it right on, mess up the bracket. When I take it off, I'm just going to use it for spacing the bolts out where they need to be, and I'm not putting that back on. Because if this gets knocked loose, the bolts that help hold on to the left side or left bank of the coolant pipe to the block or the head, but once I get off I'll see for sure, they get that bracket gets bumped, the bolts can become loose and cause a leak. Not good, so I'm going to do away with that. I got the torque specs and info on this, and I will show you at the next video on how this comes about and the sequence for it. So yeah, these are notorious for this, so I'm going to fix that soon. Now all my antifreeze coolant leaks will be fixed. Yay. But all this has to come off. See, block some of the sun, you can see it a lot better. I'm going to change the belt too. I'm also, while I'm at it with the pulleys, I'm going to take the seals off of them and re-grease these bearings and reuse the pulleys. But yeah, now you know the rest of the story on this T-fitting for the coolant. Okay, everyone, thanks once again for tuning in. Thanks for watching, and hope all this helps you out information and work-wise and saves time and money, because it does for me. So on that note, everyone have a safe, great, blessed day. Enjoy the sun, and I'll catch you next time. Hope to see you then, and look forward to hearing from you. Have a great one. Thanks a lot, everyone. Bye.